Do you still love him?
I do. Wanted me completely financially dependent on him. Turned into a tracking app on my phone. It turned into not really ever being able to leave the house. There was no private jet ever.
Looking for some hope core. We need some hope core.
Should we start with a dance? Okay, I kind of want to start every episode with a dance party.
We could dance.
I kind of did it in my head.
Just now?
Yeah. No, I on my way here.
Oh, I did too.
Do you ever, because you know how you can like power pose for women so that you're as confident as like a mediocre white man. So you have to like take up space. And sometimes when you can't do that, I just do it in my head. And so I'll just like have a dance party in my head and it gives me power. I have a lot to talk about.
Great.
First of all, there's this woman on TikTok who shared that if you put a man's name on your order at Chipotle, you get more food. Like you get more in your bowl.
No way.
I think we should test it out.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Like order some Chipotle?
I think we should order Chipotle and then it'll come at one point and then we'll test out the theory.
I love this idea.
Do
So
you wanna do
we
that?
should order the same thing and I should order it for Liz and you should order it for
James.
Yeah.
And
okay.
then we see
who's got more food.
who's got more food.
What are we going to order? What's your Chipotle?
Wait,
order?
why don't you just order it for yourself and then you for yourself?
Rob, like
Oh.
that would be too easy.
Oh,
That would be way too easy. Yeah, you're right. Rob is right.
Yeah.
Wait, also, should we add in a third variable and Rob puts a gender neutral name and then we compare all three? You know, like a Charlie or a
Charlie.
what's a or like
like a Taylor.
Taylor? Taylor's a good one. Taylor's better. Okay, so let's all order a burrito bowl. That feels like the thing we can compare the most, right? Yeah,
And if we-
burrito bowl.
If we really wanted to do this, we'd get like a scale.
What's a scale?
It's a thing that weighs things.
No, we're going to do it by eyesight. That's the way to do it. You know when there's a lot and when there's not. Like, you know when they've been skimpy and when they haven't.
It's true. You can see it.
You do. You feel it in your heart and in your eyes.
So
okay.
what is your burrito bowl?
I have to
order?
do vegetarian. We all have to do vegetarian. I'm sorry.
I actually love sofritas.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, Rob.
I feel like 3 might tip this.
That's what I mean.
3 to the same address might not be.
They'll think it's like a...
Super sus.
They'll make them all the same. If
Right.
they know it's all
Oh.
coming.
Okay, let's
we
stagger
might
it.
Slip by if you have
Okay, I'll order it right now and then wait a minute.
1 minute.
Stagger it. I don't like cheese, so you can't.
Oh, what?
I know. You can't.
I can't have cheese?
No.
Can I
Sorry.
have sour cream?
No.
Liz. This
Okay,
is like
okay,
an
fine. Sour cream.
inedible
Okay, let's do sour
fucking
cream. Okay,
order.
let's do sour cream, but no cheese.
But like, can you not eat it if we do sour
I'll eat
cream?
around
Like,
it.
are
I'll eat
you-
around
no,
it.
No, no, I
No, I'll eat
wanna-
around it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just can't.
I'm like making this the lamest fucking burrito ever.
Cheese is better than sour cream.
I don't like cheese. It's a different problem. I don't like cheese, but I can't really eat sour cream.
You can't eat.
Let's
cheese.
just not.
Well, I-
Let's just.
Cheese,
I,
but not sour cream.
I could just not eat cheese.
Okay,
once.
let's put cheese. Whatever. Let's put cheese.
No cheese.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
It's your show, your cheese.
My cheese. Cheese to me, it tastes like feet. Like it's not even a.
It tastes like feet.
Yeah, literal feet.
How do you know what feet tastes like?
Oh.
All
do look to
right,
know.
episode 2.
Rob, do you think that? What do you predict?
I think it's gonna be the same.
I'm excited to find out. No, because it's a real TikTok trend that we're about to put to the test.
Postmates might skew or might skew the experiment though. It
You're
might
doing
be
it on
like-
Postmates?
Oh, I did it on Grubhub.
I did on Uber Eats.
Well, I think that's fine. I mean, it might be an in-person thing.
Oh. No, but they did it with the name. Like the women have just been changing the name to like Jake to get more food.
Crazy shit.
I'm
if that's how
so
it works.
excited. But again, no shame to Chipotle workers. It's a unconscious bias thing,
Yeah.
most likely. They're not like, oh, like I want to, fuck over women via guacamole. They're like, oh, Jake's a hungry boy.
Yeah,
you know,
men need more calories.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, this week to celebrate my 40,000 subscribers on Substack.
Congratulations, by the
Thank
way.
you,
Love
thank
airplane
you.
mode.
I'm so lucky. So my first Substack that I ever did in 2021, I decided to have my ex-boyfriends fill out Yelp reviews,
Oh, I
like
remember
girlfriend
this.
Yelp reviews.
Yeah.
Like basically like a
Ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girl, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
These were
how I was,
exes.
well, they
Yeah.
were all exes, but how I was as a girlfriend.
Got it.
Right? Like, because I was single and I was like, okay, I got to work on myself. Like, where do I begin? Obviously, go to the source. And also, why do we only get like reviews when we work in a corporate environment? So to celebrate 40,000, I was like, okay, either I could do it again and like ask other ex-boyfriends, but I didn't really want to do that. And so I was like, okay, the twist, I decided to give a performance review to my situationships to know how I was as a situationship, because that just seems more likely to happen before I get a boyfriend. I'm going to be in another situationship. And they've become become so common.
It's
Why?
kind of part of the dating. I feel
Do
like
you like it?
we just came up with a new name. I mean, we used to call it hooking up 15 years ago,
Right.
or like hanging out.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Situationship is just.
Well, a situationship, you're right. It's like usually there's only one person called it a situationship. The other person just like didn't even call it anything because it didn't like
It didn't register.
Like,
Yeah.
and okay, this is a perfect segue into my survey, which I felt like a lot of my situationships, my ex-situationships, to be clear, did not realize that we were in a situationship, did not identify with the label, and it hurt my feelings. No, actually, it didn't hurt my feelings. It made the reviews less interesting. Like, one of my friends, I literally was like, dude, like, you gotta, because we're all friends now. Basically, all of the people I reached out to were currently on good terms, right? So that also skews the results, yada, yada. But...
Yeah, I want to call the ones you're not talking to.
Ooh, that would be so bad.
Subscribers only.
Subscribe. Yeah, if you... Okay, if you're a situationship that subscribes to my Substack, paid subscriber.
Paid subscribers only.
I unsubscribed one. He was a full boyfriend who then became an ex-boyfriend, and then he subscribed to my Substack, and I unsubscribed him because I was mad about that. I felt like it was like an invasion of my, not privacy, because I guess I'm not, like, I write publicly.
Yeah.
But I was like, everyone can read it but you. Why
This is
are
not
you?
for you.
Yeah, this is not for you. This is for every single person. This is for how many people are on Earth now?
40,000.
40,000. No, billion. Like,
Oh,
everyone
in the-
on Earth can read this.
8 billion.
But you.
Minus 1.
Yes. Why are you here? Get out. So, I feel like, okay, I'm going to just talk about the survey a little bit. By the way, I want this to be like a public good. I would love, we're in a weird moment in the world. There's a recession or whatever,
Maybe,
I think.
probably.
Yeah,
Seems
coming.
likely.
We're recession curious. And so I feel like we need to share resources and be there for each other. And so my contribution is a situationship Yelp review survey that you are free to use and send to your ex-situationships or current situationship would be so
You should have
fun.
2. You should have like an exit interview, and you should have like here's like, oh, and honestly, I feel like part of the problem with the situationship is no one talks about it. There's no communication of like,
Yes.
hey, what
Are
is
we
this? What are we doing? Are we just hooking up? Is this just fun?
100%.
Is this a relationship?
Yes.
Where's it going?
Where is it going? What are we doing?
Put that in the survey.
It's a performance review.
It's a Rob, have you been in a situationship, or are you too healthy for that? Rob has secure attachment.
What's that like?
Yeah, actually, can you describe what it's like to be securely attached for the people in studio and at home who don't know what that means?
I don't know.
Like, what is it? Okay, actually, this is what I want to know. What does the voice inside your head sound like? Because I remember having this conversation with my ex-boyfriend, David. Shout out, David. Great ex-boyfriend. He did my ex-boyfriend Yelp review. I was talking about my issue, which was like, I have like a drill sergeant voice inside my head. Like, it's like every morning, actually not anymore because I've done a lot of therapy, but woohoo, therapy. I would wake up and my drill sergeant would be like, get the fuck out of bed, you would, like, just tell me everything. I'm not even
That was your
exaggerating.
inner monologue.
That was my
You woke up in
inner
the morning
monologue.
and
Yes.
you were screaming at
Screaming.
yourself.
I was like, you're already late. You're already stupid. I would think about all the things I had like done wrong the day before, and like, we gotta like make up for all the bad shit you like do. That was very stressful.
I bet.
And so I was talking to David about it, and he was like, he was like, oh, I never thought about what my voice sounds like. I was like, what does it sound like? And he was like, I guess mine sounds like a coach, who like encourages me and is like, keep going. Like, and I was like, wow, I've never been so jealous of anyone in my life. But then I thought, wow, like that is actually, because you don't want someone just gassing you up. You don't want like an agent voice. Like, you're amazing. You gotta let's get lunch.
Yeah.
Like,
No boosterism.
No booster. No like smoke up your ass. Coach feels so healthy.
Yeah, coach sounds nice.
Because it's like, oh, like I see you're working hard and I see your potential and like I believe in you, right? So do you have a coach voice?
No, I think mine's pretty similar to my regular voice and vibe.
Wait, your voice is like you?
Yeah.
I think that's actually me too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like running scenarios and more pragmatic than my Audi, but
Mine's a little more sardonic and kind of like, I don't eye roll nearly as much in real life as much as I'm
Inside
eye rolling
your
in my head
head.
at everything around me.
Oh, interesting.
But it's like me and whoever that is kind of looking around and mostly just being like, these fucking people.
These fucking people.
Yeah.
I don't do this as much, but I feel like the voice inside my head was like, these fucking people, but to me. I feel like it was
Just
like
directed directly.
yeah, like this fucking idiot right here. Like that was kind of my voice. And sometimes I just would be like, I want to call one of my situationships and be like, give me actual like be a coach. Like if men have coach voices, like be my coach. Because I feel like all of my feedback forms that came back were very positive and not very in depth and didn't give me anything to work on. Let me read the survey that I created because I want this to be available to the public good. I think we could put this in the Library of Congress. If you want it, let us know. The Situationship Yelp review survey goes as such. And obviously, let us know what questions like you would ask your situationship, because this is again, a public good, so we're all going to contribute to it. But here's a skeleton to get us started. So question number 1, on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, how would you rate your overall experience with me?
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
I only got 5 stars. But this is why I'm mad. I'm like, that's not possible.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, you're definitely one of the, especially if you have a drill sergeant in your head, you're definitely someone who like only gives 4 stars because nothing is a 5 star.
There has to always be room for improvement. And I feel like, anyway, again, too nice. Question number 2, what were the strongest qualities of our situationship? Question number 3, what areas could I improve on according to you? Question number 4, would you recommend me to a friend? Question number 5, as a situation, if our situationship were a genre of film, what would it be? A, indie Sundance darling with no resolution. B, horror, parentheses, I'm the villain. C, rom-com dramedy with slow fade out. Or D, documentary about modern dating failures. Okay, next question. In your opinion, what were my core competencies as a romantic collaborator? Isn't that a kind of a good term?
It's like an HR, like did you run this through the HR department before you sent it out?
I think that's what's funny about it, is that it has to sound a little HR. I hope this is relatable. I feel like I go through this every time I'm in a situationship. You don't know what to call each other at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And so, do you call it, like at one point, even if you're talking about each other, like you will use the relationship and you're like, oh, but we're not like we're not in a relationship. Or again, like you introduce them at a party and you're like, this is James, like
famous for being like, this is my girlfriend.
You do.
I do, but like it's not good because we're not, and like we never talk about that. But I like you panic in that moment. And you're like, this is my girlfriend. I mean,
and are they always
we've
happy?
had sex a bunch of times. I don't know what's happening. No, sometimes, often they're really psyched.
I feel like I would be so happy. It's very French of you. French guys call you their girlfriend.
Mon ami.
Right after, like in like matter of minutes. Ma copine. Okay, next question. Please describe a situation in which I exceeded your expectations. What do I need to work on? Any growth areas would you recommend I focus on before entering my next semi-committed entanglement? Question number 9. Did I contribute positively to your emotional development? That one I was like really interested in. And then in one sentence, how would you describe your situationship experience with me to a future partner of mine?
Oh my gosh.
Right? I feel like I offered many opportunities to give feedback, constructive feedback. Yeah. And I will say my ex-boyfriends were pretty good. Like there were things that confronted me and I had to sit with. And with this one, they were all just nice and
5
kind
stars.
And there was like it was a little bit light and like honestly lacked, again, no shade to anybody, but it lacked like depth. But then I asked ChatGPT, I was like, about my problem, because I was like, what am I going to do? Because I have nothing to talk about. And ChatGPT was like, isn't that basically situationships? Like, doesn't that tell you everything about sort of modern love and the fact that situationships do lack? There's so many things that you don't say because you're afraid to say it. There's so many things that you don't ask about because you're afraid that asking
you
it
will keep it, like whatever it is. You don't want to make it worse.
Yes, and you're basically avoiding intimacy, right?
Yeah, right? And
so now I'm looking back and I'm like, wow, not only, by the way, are they a little bit avoiding intimacy, but I was doing it too in those situationships. Yep. And so I probably didn't allow them to really get to know me in a way that would allow them to
even give you a good
review.
Yeah, right.
And good meaning sense. Like substantive review.
Yeah, right.
But I think we should call one of them and confront him.
Okay, let's just dive right in.
He's now literally one of my best friends.
Hi.
Oh my God, Paul. You're on air for Hope Corps. For our second episode, I feel that your situationship review, I think that there's room for improvement and I want to be better. And I feel like you know what I could be better at.
Clarity.
Clarity?
Yeah, I don't think you're that clear with people and what you're looking for until later on.
Oh, okay.
No, I think in the stories you've told me in the past couple of years of your dating life, it feels like you have a lot of mismatched expectations. And you're also not going out with people that you actually see yourself with. You're going with a lot of younger people that are kind of doping around. I think you're medicating a little bit. Which is fine.
See? Okay, this is what I wanted. Okay, but now I regret it. Okay, now I'm regretting it. Okay, you think I medicate with the younger men? Like, what?
Worse things.
Yeah, and I also think you're not really taking this journey seriously in terms of meeting somebody you actually want to be with.
This is so harsh.
You asked for this.
I really did. Okay, I feel that you are right. Okay, wait. I feel like I do know. Okay. I feel like I do know what I want, but yeah, my actions don't align with my desires always. I think is that what you mean? Like I say I want like a type of person, but then I date people who aren't really that type.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That is true.
That's true.
Okay.
I think you want somebody who has their own shit going on, who's accomplished but supportive of your career, and wants to have kids.
Yeah.
And which is what you want. And I don't think you're dating people of that profile. Certainly not the similar levels of accomplishment for the most part.
You're slumming it.
Dating looters.
Intellectually slumming it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm not sure why that is, because that's the thing. You say you want somebody that's an equal, but I'm not sure you're looking for that and certainly not finding it.
Wow. Okay. This was brutal, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the honesty.
You're a great person. It could have been much worse.
Wait, is there anything else you're holding back on?
No, you just need to recalibrate, but it's only like 10 to 20 degrees. It's not like 100.
Yeah. I know you're right. I know that's my problem, which is like, half of the problem is recognizing you have one or whatever. Is that
Sure.
Yeah, I feel that. Also, a lot of people are like that. A lot of people do that. That's why they tell you one of the things to do, which I did, is like make a list of the things you want. And because people tend to, again, be dating, and then it's like, oh, the person you're dating or interested in, do they have that list of things? But I feel like guys don't have to do that. Women have to do it.
Oh, we do it too.
You've done it?
Not like I never wrote it down, but I feel like the idea that like you need to know what you want before you could date someone and like find that. And it's a waste of everyone's time to date people who do not want what you want. And so you got to get right with yourself before you get right with anyone else.
Okay, well, thank you, Paul. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks.
Thank you for taking our survey. Bye.
Yeah, my pleasure.
That was so rough. No, he's right. And also, in the last few months, I've actually really aligned more with what I want.
Great.
And that's all I'll say. Everything he said is right. And I know. And it's something I'm like actively, actually, I think changing. I think it's like actually
it's happening. You're in the transition.
I'm no longer attracted to my type, which is amazing. Is that cool?
I mean, it is. I just went through this like a year ago where like it's relationship template stuff. We should totally set aside time to talk about relationship templates and how you can change them.
Okay, so I just had lunch with a woman that I'm kind of obsessed with. We had like such a great lunch that I was like, oh, I got to go to my recording. And she was like, oh, what is it for? And I was like, oh, this podcast. Like, oh, you should really come on one day. And I was like, do you want to come now? Like, do you want to keep hanging out? And she was like, yeah.
And she's just doing it. She's here.
Yeah, I think literally just got here. And so it is Andrew Tate's ex-girlfriend who is suing him for sexual assault and battery.
Ugh.
And she is a total badass. She went public in early March and has been just in this media firestorm, obviously, coming forward. I don't think there's a woman that has or come forward against him for identity.
Under their name.
Yeah, under their name, exactly, for obvious reasons. It's like so
toxic.
Exactly.
And those troll, his army is
so
the
terrifying.
Worst. Yeah.
So terrifying. Yeah, she's just such a force. And I think we should just talk to her.
Okay, yeah, let's bring her in.
I haven't usually I would just spend a long time researching, and this will be like a hang,
We're just winging it.
Yeah, we're just winging it.
Hanging out.
Andrew Tate's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, it was great.
That means you're getting booted.
That's fine. I'll go sit in the couch chair.
I did bring face masks for everyone, and by everyone I mean the guys. They're sperm. Have you heard about the sperm salmon trend?
Sorry, what?
It's the sperm salmon face
salmon
mask.
Sperm?
Yes.
Or sperm like are we covering salmon and human sperm, or this is
salmon sperm
cum? And you look like you're opening it here.
Yeah,
is this
it's for you.
Me so I could go sit over there and
and
just
Rob.
face mask?
Rob, no Chipotle, no sperm, salmon. Okay, we don't have to do it.
No. I'll take a facial.
It's really, really good.
Not the first time.
It's a new trend. It's pink.
Oh, it looks so gross. That looks like a fish. How could you touch that?
It'd be good for you. You need it. Have you ever done a face mask?
I hate this. Oh, it's gross and
just
slimy.
salmon.
It's it's my
It's
mustache.
just sperm.
Salmon sperm. Make sure you just make it clear it's salmon sperm.
It's just
Thank you.
sperm.
Okay. Yeah,
in
salmon
your face.
sperm.
I won't even put it in your eyes. Okay, she's coming in the room. Bree Stern, Andrew Tate's ex-girlfriend. I had a meeting with my astrologist a week and a half ago. His skin was glowing, and I just was like, what happened? And he went to, was it Turkey? He went to another country to get salmon sperm injections, and he said the same thing where he was like, it was a total game changer.
I did it twice, and I want to do it again. Honestly, I want to do it like every couple of months because it really evens out your skin texture. It does make you look brighter and younger.
Whoa.
Like, and it makes a huge difference. I'm not even kidding.
Again, I mean, this James is going to be a whole new man.
I don't know.
I feel like
does it work topically? Like if you don't inject it? That's the only thing I'm wondering.
Also,
like, I mean,
why did
try
you
it,
move
but
it like
I
that?
didn't mean to. My mustache got like totally in the thing, and so then the mustache ripped it, and so now it's just open.
Okay, I kind of like it. It's giving like hockey goalie vibes.
Silence of the Lambs.
No, because I don't think it's as powerful as the injections.
Yeah, when I researched it, it was more like it. Whenever you inject it into your skin, you see the most benefits. But
And it's actually salmon sperm?
Yes.
Why? What's the science?
I don't know. I think it's because the salmon DNA is so similar to human DNA. I've researched, it's similar to human DNA. So we're injecting like human DNA into our skin and it just causes the cells to like regenerate and reproduce. So you have like baby cells in your face.
I love baby cells. Always had that. Okay, I had like little tears in my eyes when I walked away from lunch when you were like, I'm going to come. I was like, wait, this is so, because I told James that I was meeting you and how excited I was. I was like, oh, maybe she'll come on. And I just thought there's no way. Like, there's just, and you, I love this. So I loved our lunch. I love spending time with you. I think you're so amazing. And I want everyone to know you and how amazing you are. And so should we just do it? Should we just yap?
Sure.
How are you? You've been through so much and
a lot.
Yeah. Like it's been a really crazy couple of weeks. So on March 27th, you came forward with a lawsuit against your ex-boyfriend, Andrew Tate. You didn't use a pseudonym. You didn't hide behind not that there's anything wrong with that. Obviously, anyone would understand, especially with such a high profile case, the reason for doing that. But you really just took such a brave stand and were so public about what happened to you. How are you doing?
I'm okay at first. So I think there's a lot of misconception around all the media attention that I got from this. And there are a lot of people who think that my motives were fame or whatever, but that's just not the case. I know Andrew and I know how his followers think because I used to think like them. I used to believe this facade he has created for everyone. And actually, I guess fortunately for me, I kind of had the chance to see through all of that. Yeah, I did not do this for fame. I attached my name to it for two reasons. One, because I know that in the past, no American women have. I'm actually not even sure if the women in the UK who've come forward about him have, or if they've all done it under Jane Doe. So with that being said, he, is always claiming that he's being attacked by the Matrix. So he says like, oh, these are Matrix agents.
What
These
does
are
that
not
mean
real
by the Matrix? Like what?
The red pill. They're just red pill people that like, they believe that it's like anti-government, very conspiracy theorist. It's just going against societal norms and against the grain. And it's kind of like a progressive thing. Like a lot of people really listen to him and believe him because they think like, well, there must be some shady sides to our government. But I think he just takes it a little too far. And by creating this narrative, he's let a lot of men especially steer completely clear of accountability for the things that they do.
Also, how can the government be against you when the government literally allegedly is the reason he got back into the United States? Like how can you be like a victim when the most powerful man in the world is actually
playing the victim is something that he's very used to doing. With that being said, the two reasons I came out with my name is one, I just didn't want people to be like, oh yeah, let's dismiss this, another Matrix agent, another Jane Doe. Like there are people, I'm a real person, and that leads into my second reason. I have my own platform that I've built over the years, and I'm someone who's very well known. So yes, I'm a real person. Yes, people know me. Yes, this really did happen to me. And I just knew that if I came forward about it under Jane Doe or whatever, he would know that it was me anyway. So why hide behind anything? Like I just decided to just do it and come out about it full force.
Wow. What has that been like? Because I know you've been, talking about how you've received just the most atrocious messages. And again, like his audience, his army really is extremely, not just powerful, but like scary.
They're scary.
Yeah.
In particular, I've had people say that they are going to find me, and it is really easy to find people's addresses these days with everything available on the internet. But find me, kill me in multiple ways. More specifically, one person said they were going to gut me like a fish. Another person said they were going to chop up my body into 1,000,000 pieces and dispose of it, and no one would ever know where I went. I've been told that I'm being followed, I'm being watched, I'm just hundreds of times that I'm going to be killed. So that's the kind of backlash that you receive when you speak out against these very powerful people. And due to that, I'm just kind of like, no way. I was so scared at the beginning because I was so scared of this person and how powerful he was. And I still am, but over time it's kind of turned into it's kind of helped me find my inner stubborn that's like, I'm not going to just stand for this. This is not right.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Whatever backlash I get, it's okay because I'm doing the right thing and I'm telling the truth, and that's gotta stand for something. So.
Yeah. So in a way, do you feel like this has already made you stronger?
I do. It has made me so much stronger already because, the dark times always do. I even say when people haven't really experienced much dark, then life is harder for them. When you've experienced pain and suffering, then it just makes you stronger. And this is something that has just made me stronger.
Yeah. And what, if you can speak on this, and if you can't, but what drew you to him that now you're realizing, is different? How has that, because that's a whole process. They present one person, and they're very good at doing that. They even kind of figure out what you like and then kind of become this Prince Charming, and then slowly it turns into something very different. It becomes very controlling, very abusive. So yeah, what has that been like?
So initially he was just warm and loving and, claimed that he respects women and that everything on the internet was just kind of a facade, and I believed him.
Yeah.
He was very loving and just in constant communication with me, making me feel loved and supported. Over time, it turned into control, isolation. I couldn't even see it. Whenever you're in it, it's hard to see. Everyone asks the question, why didn't you leave sooner? And because when you're in it, it creeps in so slowly. Maybe the first time you're kind of like, okay, maybe that was just a one-time thing. I love this person.
Yeah.
And you kind of try to bury it. And then the next time you're like, okay, well, I really just don't want this to be true. I love this person so much. And people like this are very good at convincing you that they're going to change or that that's even not the reality. They make you feel crazy.
Yeah.
So I just, stepping away from it, I just realized that even though my heart has battled with my head a lot through this whole process, I realized that no one deserves abuse. No one does.
Yeah.
And I have to just stand up for that and for the other women who may be experiencing the same thing, because it's so hard to talk about it. When you're in it, you're so embarrassed. My ego was I'm never telling anyone about this. I cannot talk about this. It's so embarrassing.
It's embarrassing for him, not you. That's the thing. But you're right. It's obviously all these horrible things are happening and you're dealing with all of that, right? The physical, the emotional, sexual trauma. But then you're also wait, why am I letting this happen? And you start again, because they also are so good at blaming you for everything. You really start, their voice kind of becomes your own voice, which I think is one of the really scary parts. And so you really do think it is your fault, right?
Yeah.
And so, I think that part is, and we were, talking at, lunch, that I had met this guy at a wedding after I was in a abusive relationship, and I was like, and he trains special ops in the art of deception, which right, we should call him, but we don't have time. We've called too many people. That's when I realized kind of why I couldn't get over the relationship, because again, a lot of people don't also talk about the fact that you often are still in love with them while they are abusing you. And so what I asked him, I was like, what makes someone likely to like fall for, you know, an abuser or a narcissist or, you know, a psychopath? And he was like, oh, like truth bias. And I was like, what's that? And he was like, because you tell the truth, you expect everyone else to tell the truth. Like, because you wouldn't, you know, treat someone like that or hurt someone in that way. It does create this bias where you're like, oh, no, this person doesn't want to hurt me, or this person.
You think, like, as someone who's an honest person, you just expect other people to be similar to you. You don't expect the worst in people. And I think, honestly, that's one of my biggest flaws is I'm too trusting and it's so bad. Like, you think that I would learn and then I just don't. But
it's a beautiful quality, isn't it? I think about this a lot too, right? I'm like, am I just like so gullible? And like, again, I'm very trusting too. And it's gotten me into situations, but I think like, okay, would I want to be hard and sort of closed and think everyone's out to get me? You know,
and
is
I
that,
wouldn't.
yeah,
I wouldn't.
right?
That's no way to live life.
Yeah. So do you still love him?
I do. That has been the hardest part about all of this. I guess when I say I've started to kind of see reality, it's just crazy how when I came out about the truth, he has created this whole false narrative to attack me about I'm just an OnlyFans girl, like implying that I'm a porn star, which I've never showed any nudity online ever. I haven't even done OnlyFans non-nude, which I used to do in a year, which he knows. But anything he can do to attack my credibility, and even if I did, who cares? But I don't. Yeah, so it's just not the truth. Like I'm telling the truth and you're not, and you're just hitting below the belt with things that aren't even true. Like, it's just crazy. Everything he says is not true. So it's just like, I don't know. It makes me realize like, okay, this person doesn't love me because they just wouldn't be treating me this way.
Yeah. Well, that the actions, right, speak louder than anything. But again, they're very good at words.
Yeah. And you're so kind of worn down that you just feel like this is what you deserve or this is normal. And it's hard for you to step away and see. It was very hard for me to confide in anyone about what was going on. But when I did, the people close to me, they were like, this is not okay. This is abuse. And I was like, oh, well, you know, I didn't really want to leave. And then over time, I started to kind of see towards the end of our relationship that I needed to get out. But I was scared for a while. And I just finally saw an opportunity to leave, and I did.
Yeah. But no one robs an empty house, you know that. Like, he's clearly was obsessed with you, right? And loved you, even though obviously it's not love, but like...
No, I know. And that's what I hold on to, and that's what's really hard. I think that people love to see him and say, oh, this is just proof that he doesn't have a soul and he's just like, I'm like, no, it's actually whatever they're thinking, like that's not it. He did care, and it took me actually a long time of like cracking at his shell to get him to open up and be that person. When it's hard, it's like that's everything in our relationship is not all dark, it's not all abuse, but that is what makes it so difficult to leave. Because just one time is one time too many.
And holding both those things, right? Like the wonderful, amazing moments, and then holding those like really difficult, you know, that hurt and abuse or whatever it is, and being like both are true. And it's I think it's very hard, you know, again, when you're someone with a big heart like you, like, and to not just focus on, you know, the part that you know that they can be, but like, I don't know, I just like only a man who is like deeply, deeply insecure, and that's like, you know, the lightest way to put it, and feels like hollow inside would do that to a woman, right? Like there's something so, and again, that you were, I don't know, just like had a hold over him.
Yeah. I mean, just completely isolate me from the outside world, track every movement I made. He would get notified if I left my house, and then it would be like,
wait, what do you mean he would get notified?
Like this app that we both had, I was part of his circle, and he tracked my location at all times, but I didn't get his.
Wow.
But, you know, that was a condition of kind of some financial abuse where he essentially told me to quit my job. And like I mentioned, I quit doing OnlyFans. I really stopped modeling for the most part, but I was very, very financially affluent when I met him. And he took that away and wanted me completely financially dependent on him, which I was. And then slowly it turned into, oh, you can only have this money for your rent if you obey me.
Yeah.
So it turned into a tracking app on my phone. It turned into not really ever being able to leave the house. My mental health really suffered. But what's crazy is that I got to a point where I like liked it. I liked staying home because that's what gave me his approval.
Right.
So it's just all just kind of a nasty cycle, and you don't really see how crazy it is or how deep you're in until you can step away. So that's the clarity that I've been starting to find. And it's been good for me, but also just hard. Like I never thought, I mean, before I did this, I definitely thought it through a lot and I knew what I was jumping into, but I never realized how many people would not believe me or blame me. Like I just thought like if people didn't believe me, maybe they would just like keep it to themselves. Like I don't know. It has been constant attacks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things that Andrew Tate's lawyer has used against you is like the oldest trick in the fucking like book of like women can't be trusted, women just want your money, women have boobs and therefore like or you know can't be smart,
money hungry. They've painted this narrative. So this is so funny, my favorite, that I was denied a private jet ride by Andrew. And so because I care so much about going in a private jet, not that my Instagram isn't full of them and I haven't been on jets plenty of times, but so I went to the police and I filed a false police report and I created a whole fake story because I wasn't allowed on this private jet. First of all, to me, it's like, that's not even really believable, but if you want to believe that, okay. There was no private jet ever. That's completely invented.
Oh, he has no private jet.
Yeah, I mean, apparently now he's bought one or rented one is what I hear. I don't really know. But at this point, there was no private jet conversation. I was not aware that he owned a jet. He definitely didn't own a jet at this point.
He never invited you on his, he has no jet to invite you to.
No, and I have, seen him say online that he has a jet. And during that time, he definitely did not have one.
Yeah, I got a jet too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we all got jets. Everyone's got a jet.
So I think that was kind of to just paint a narrative of me being like money hungry or just wanting money, which is another thing. His attorney said that this was just a money grab. It's not, but whatever. And what else? I'm trying to think of other things he's said about me, which are just completely false. Well, even not that there's anything wrong with this. The OnlyFans thing, he's trying to paint me into like someone that's like a porn star, and no shade to porn stars, like do your thing, girl. I do not care, and boys, I don't care. But it's not true. So it's just false narratives. It's not true. Like I've never showed any nudity online, and I haven't even done OnlyFans in a year, and he knows that because that was my income source, and he took that away from me. So, and then now it discredits me even more. I was thinking about this today, where it's like, if I do start an OnlyFans, that discredits her. She's an OnlyFans girl. It just goes with their narrative, and that was my income, where I was making a living and very successful before this. So now it's like, wow, you really just want to knock me down, don't you?
Wow. And also, didn't he have an OnlyFans business? Like, isn't that his whole, like, the fact that he's like...
He had a webcam business. He had it all. He made his millions from other women on webcam, like doing full sexual acts. Like, please.
Yeah.
Please spare me.
Literally.
Because that's insane.
Yeah. If that means we can't take you seriously, then, like, we can't take you seriously. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think about his followers and like all of these people, right? Like now that you are sort of on the other, because it really, you have this really unique POV of being one of his, followers and fans to then being.
I was never a fan of his. I never knew like who he was ever. But when I was around him and I met him in person for the first time. I didn't know his online presence, and he just started to kind of infiltrate me with his views, and they all made sense. So it was like, okay, I see that. I understand that. Like, for example, he was like, don't look me up on the internet because there's some like allegations of human trafficking. I would never do that. I had a webcam business. Like, it's all bullshit. Don't look into it. It's dumb. And when he would articulate these explanations of the charges and how they were not accurate at all, it made sense. It was very convincing and very believable. And I just think that a lot of his followers are just kind of hypnotized by him like I was.
Yeah.
But I do think when people take a step back and realize, okay, this is a pattern. This is not a one-time thing. I'm not the first person that's come out about the truth behind this other person. I'm not the first, I'm not the second, I'm not the third. That should show you, okay, I understand we idolize this man. However, there's clearly something going on.
Yeah. Why do you think so many men idolize him, having known him, so intimately?
When we were dating the whole time, we followed each other on Twitter and I had him muted. So I prefer not to look at that crazy stuff. I think that, I don't know, I guess what I've heard is it's a lot of what we call incels now. And these people just have constructed a hatred for women. He really just pushes that narrative of why women are inferior and why we're like not even really human. And our purpose is servitude to men. And reproduction. So I think that having this like, oh wow, this really powerful man hates women, it gives young men an excuse to also hate them because they're involuntarily celibate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've tried to wrap my head around that, but I also think that for someone who has so many harsh and abrasive views, he has a lot of intellect, and when you listen to him speak about certain issues, it makes sense, and you kind of admire that he's articulate and intelligent regarding a lot of topics, and a lot of topics he lacks that, but so you just kind of want to like him and respect him. But when he talks about certain topics such as like women or race, you're like, whoa, this is really crazy. I definitely don't agree with him on all topics, just some.
Yeah, and again, he has a way, I don't want to pull you in, James, but why do you think men like him? But like, shortly after your story came out, I was looking at his Twitter feed and he was just like tweeting obviously all these horrible things about women are, liars and, tweeting about you basically, or subtweeting, indirectly but directly.
He tweeted Amber Heard and I was like,
oh God. Like at least
and then people
original.
started commenting on my videos and are like, Amber Heard 2.0. I'm like, well, you know what? Okay. Whatever.
What a loser. Oh my God. But he was tweeting about his like charity, and I'm putting that in quotation marks for people who are listening.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So there were all these tweets about his charity work.
Charity?
I looked into it.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah. And I wrote about it for Passion Fruit. I thought it was so interesting and very narcissistic personality disorder to when you're being revealed as a person that you are to be like, I'm this great guy. Let me prove it. So he had all these videos of him giving.
Yeah. Well, I don't look. I can't look. So I just.
Okay. Well,
I blocked him.
Good for you. I should do that too.
iMessage, WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal.
Good for
Twitter.
you. Yeah. That feels like the safest thing. But he was tweeting about feeding children all over the world, and he kept like being specific about boy and girl children. Like twice he like said that like how good it was that he was not just feeding boys but like the girl ones.
Oh, so clearly he's not a misogynist.
Yeah, exactly.
Really disturbing.
Right? And then I looked into his so another reporter had done a deep dive, and it's 100% he brags about giving thousands of dollars. All of these charities are like, we never saw a check, or like, and even the images that he was using of children, the charities were like, please don't use these images. These children did not consent, and obviously he's just like using it. And so yeah, to me it was just like, okay, I see it. What do you think, James? Token male.
It's fucking males. I think you said it already, right? Like it's a insecurity, in my opinion, that I think not just he has, but I think a lot of men hate themselves for whatever reason, right? And it's like, it could be because they're not as attractive as they want to be, or not as tall, or like
less bald,
less balding. Do you know how many guys I know who like obsess about the fact that they're losing hair? Like, I think for them, because they have not been properly like emotionally kind of nurtured in a way where they know how to say, I'm insecure about my hair going away, so I wear a hat. They look for an outlet for that rage and that confusion. And it's so much easier to blame someone else. And why not blame the one person who is not giving them any attention? And so someone like Andrew comes along who seems confident, comes off as like someone who knows how to also, air quotes, get girls, get chicks. But like, I look at his videos and I just see a really fucking tiny, insecure man.
A boy.
It like is. He looks like a teenage boy just trying to like get the pretty girl in class to notice him. And it's like, dude, chill out. It's like, I don't know, for me it's so clear that that's what he is, but I could also totally see how if you're one of those boys who's never had that kind of like positive masculine role model, what the fuck are you gonna cling to?
He's filling the void in many ways. and there's just I think preying on those vulnerable boys.
It's a bummer.
You're amazing.
You're amazing.
I think
I'm so glad we met.
I'm so glad I know you. I'm so glad you exist. I think the only thing people should be telling you right now is thank you and what can I do for you. And I'm sorry that you are getting anything else in your DMs and your messages. I know that you are helping so many people. You told me even men are writing you, and you know you've had some really sweet, supportive messages.
Yeah, I've had messages from men who have said, you know, I've taken time, like a lot of time, to go through and read any messages that I feel like from my requests that are hidden that might be positive. So I saw a couple of men who said, like, thank you so much. I actually just got out of an abusive relationship with a female narcissist and you helped me have the courage to leave. And, you know, so, I mean, that was really moving. I've also had many messages from women, but I even thought, you know, just, I guess I'm just doing what I can, you know.
But it's a lot, and we recognize all of that here for sure.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
We appreciate it. You're amazing. You're fearless, fabulous, and come back anytime. Please, you're welcome anytime, and we'll have lunch again. I'm sure, and many more conversations.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bree. We love you.
For having
come
me.
back.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
We're doing a Chipotle test if you want to see what happens. Okay. These women on TikTok are saying if you put a male name on your order, you get more food in your burrito bowl. And so we ordered. Did yours get here?
I haven't looked.
Okay, so we both ordered burrito bowls under obviously our gendered names, and we're about to see who gets. You'll be the judge. How about that?
Perfect.
James and Liz.
Okay.
All right.
Can you feel yours?
Yeah. Which one's heavier?
Yours is actually-
Wait, Bree, you weigh it.
I don't know. This one. What's this one?
Oh.
That's me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So yours is heavier, according to
I don't
Bree.
know.
Okay, wait.
They feel pretty close.
I feel like this one is heavier. Wait,
Really?
that's mine.
That's what I said, but I'm also.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
You ready?
3, 2, 1.
Yours is a little bit.
I mean, yours looks like hardier. I want to say.
Where are my tomatoes?
Yeah, you got chipped.
See, I didn't get tomatoes.
Said
They were like,
tomatoes.
she's a girl. She doesn't need tomatoes. She doesn't need her real order. I didn't get tomatoes.
Oh, so
there's a mistake.
Oh God.
Okay,
is it on our
so-
thing?
Oh, maybe I forgot to order tomatoes. Okay.
We may have.
We have to do this.
Mess it up.
We'll do it again
do it
every
again,
week
every
until we
week.
get this right. We'll have a scale. We'll figure out. We'll get to the bottom of it at some point.
Okay,
Next
for now you're safe, Chipotle, but next week
We're coming for
we're
you.
coming for you. We'll
And
find
by
out.
we, I mean them.
You're welcome to come for him too.
You're welcome to come just for the reveal. I know you'll be.
I know.
You'll be dying
Like,
to
what?
know. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you for being with us for this very chaotic episode of Hope Corps. We loved our time with you, and we will see you next week. Okay, bye.
Later.
I'm on a plane, I'm at the bar, in your DMs, in your car, looking for some Hope Corps. We need some Hope Corps. I want some love, I want your heart. I got your number, that's a start. We have your Hope Corps.